Few historical garments capture the imagination the way the kimono does, and now a new exhibit at the Los Angeles County Museum of Art explores the kimono's evolution. Joining us from LA to tell us about it is WSJ fashion reporter Christina Binkley. Hi, Christina. Thanks for being with us.
Hey, Tanya.
So, Christina, the kimono has a fascinating history, doesn't it? From which period in Japan's history does it originate?
Well, it seems to go back way back into ancient history. They were wearing them in the 17th century, but they were really closely regarded. They became a sort of a competitive focus between the merchant class, which was getting very wealthy, and the ruling samurai classes.
So this history as a status symbol has been sort of tricky for the kimono. It has caused some problems through the ages, hasn't it?
Yeah, I was shocked to learn that they because of this competition, the ruling classes started making rules for who could wear what colors and what patterns on kimonos. So that's why there's a lot of red underwear in the 18th century Japan. The merchants started wearing red in their underwear because they couldn't put it on their kimono.
I love that. So what eras will we see on display at the LA Museum of Art?
Much later, and that's what fascinates me about this particular exhibition. This is largely 20th century, a little bit into the 19th century kimono, and they were not these beautiful haute couture kind of pieces that we generally see in exhibitions. This is kimonos that were worn by ladies who shopped at department stores. So the work isn't as fine, but you see them incorporating the modern world. There's a kimono in there that's based on Sputnik, in a matter of fact, from the 50s. So you see Western influence coming in, and you start to see women going into work and the things that they were thinking about, and incorporating that into the kimono that they were wearing.
Incredible. So are women still wearing the kimono? They're actually wearing it as office work wear?
Well, I don't know about so much today, but there was a period of transition where some women were still wanting to be traditional, and they were wearing, particularly in the early half of the 20th century, they were still wearing these kimono, but they were, again, department store kimono, not the fancy things. It wasn't for ceremonial use. This is what you cooked dinner in and maybe even went to work in.
And tell us about some of your favorite fabrics and prints in this one.
Well, Sputnik just blew me away, and as a matter of fact, I thought that sounded so kitschy when I heard about it. I thought it was going to be ugly. It's actually truly beautiful piece of work. There's one that to me, it looked like polka dot. I mean, the people who are knowledgeable about these things were able to trace back the origins of what looks like polka dots to a very ancient style of print that was used in older kimono, in the really fine ones. And there's a lot of very graphic prints, actually, mid-century modern prints that you'll find in this.
Who knew? Mid-century modern meets the kimono. All right, Christina, thank you so much for that.
Have a great one.